Alright, we're rolling.
Alright, this is the Yellow Light District where almost everything is okay. We are here in this episode 005, and we are here today with our special guest, Connor White. Connor, please give us a very special talk that's not about any specific people.
Okay, alright. Well, I am actually the very special guest. Judging from my extreme amounts of handicaps. But I am from Northside. I went to high school with all these guys, and I did not go to college.
Yes, that's actually kind of interesting. So tell us a little about what you're doing right now.
Well, I'm not going to say who I'm working for or what I'm doing, but I did join the trades right out of high school, and for me, it has been the best decision I've made.
Yeah, my dad always talks about it.
I do, but I'm still making more money than you guys.
He's really like 15
money's not everything, right?
Yeah, my dad was actually telling me about it. He was like, "Oh, Connor." No, he's like, "Your friend Hunter." He said Hunter, and I was like, "You mean Connor?" He's like, "Oh yeah, him." And he was like, "In 6 years, he's gonna be making a lot of money. He's gonna have a house in 6 years and things like that." And I was like, "Yeah, it's a pretty good decision."
I may have a house if I actually knew how to manage money.
He buys like Supreme bricks.
he got like LASIK at age 18, which is like something you're supposed to get at 40 years.
What if you get LASIK now? And you get older.
It wears off.
Yeah,
it has lifetime insurance on it, so like I could go in today and get.
What if that business goes out of business? Though? What if they're?
It's a branch. It's like a single.
What if the branch goes out of business? You're just fucked. You're blind.
Maybe
pay for it again. That's ass.
Also, I don't know how good LASIK is. Like, okay, yeah, like obviously the first time, like, yeah, but like I wouldn't put lasers in my eyes more than once. Like, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't make it a routine.
They said that I had extremely thick corneas, so I'm taking that as a compliment.
Probably lost like half of them during that surgery.
I mean, they're only shaving off like microns at a time.
Microns.
Okay. Well, anyways, did you know if you see, so you know when you're looking like if you're driving at the night and you like look at headlights and you see like strips, they're like you don't see the headlights. Yeah, if you see lines, that means you have astigmatism.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought everyone sees that.
I thought so too, but that's what someone told me.
What lines?
Like, so you know, like if you look at headlights, it's supposed to just be like the light.
Star.
But yeah, it looks like a star.
Kind of like the Steelers logo.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
I think it's like the windows.
Happens like when no. Actually, if I look at those lights over there, I kind of see some of that, like little like this shine off kind of.
Yeah. I think it's mostly just the fact that I haven't cleaned my windshield since I bought my car.
What's that mean though?
Is yours supposed to have astigmatism?
What the fuck is
your eyes like an oval, right?
Yeah. It means you like
It's shaped instead of being shaped like a ball, it's shaped like a football.
Yeah, but I don't know what it does to your like eyes though. I don't think it's like anything bad.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
It just affects the way you perceive light.
So you have like cat eyes basically. Like,
well,
not your pupil, like your eyeball.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can actually fix that effect with LASIK.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean,
for my contacts, I had to get special
ones.
Yeah, because
I just always thought that's how light like kind of worked. Like,
I think it does.
I think that's the thing. It's interesting though.
You can normally tell if it's like essential. Like if you're seeing like just looking at these lights back here, I can like see the light, but it's not like, and I still see like a bit of that, but it's not like
massive.
It's not like.
Yeah.
All right. You absolute fucking cunt.
I mean, it's kind of like interesting though with like just vision in general. Like the whole idea is like I could see the color like red. It'd be completely different to you. We have no fucking clue about it.
Yeah.
That's something I always thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's so weird how like you just grow up like thinking green's green, like the grass is green and like skies.
Your purple could be my green.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we never know.
It's still normal to all of us.
How many things could that apply to also?
Endless. Like you could think of any object and it could be.
Could that be like all five like things? All five. What do they call that?
Senses.
Senses. Yeah. It's like I could smell things different than you.
Because garbage smells bad, but pizza smells good. You know.
But like,
garbage smells like pizza, and that's bad to you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
After digging that pizza out of my room, that was about 6 weeks old. Pizza doesn't smell the same anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
It still looked exactly the same from the first day I lost it.
That's Sheetz Pizza for you.
Sheetz.
It was actually Pizza Hut.
You said your sheets.
No, I said I lost pizza in my sheets.
Well, Pizza Hut's
in your sheets.
I was trying to get him a free one night.
In his sheets. I thought you meant Sheetz Pizza, but you were literally.
Now it's Sheetz Pizza. I want Pizza Hut to Sheetz Pizza real quick.
The thing is, there are no sheets on my bed. They're all just. I have 5 sets of sheets just jumbled up in my carpet in this corner of my room.
And a pizza.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
It's like moving around now.
I ate it.
More so the sewer rat found it for me.
Sewer rat.
I had to fucking kill that thing after eating my pizza. I had enough of it.
Alright, fuck that thing. Like that.
Bought a pizza hut up. It's a sheets pizza. For 6 weeks. My sheets.
Speaking of sheets, we were actually talking in the car, me and Jim, about this whole tobacco law that just got passed, where it moved the age up to 21.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how really, if you just made it so, say you need a license to sell these vapor things, all these vapor tobacco products, or nicotine products, I should say, that I think that would definitely reduce the amount of underage kids getting their hands on these things, and would basically not.
I think you do need a license. You can't just sell nicotine products.
Well, sure, but like what he means by that is like, so Sheetz has a license for nicotine, right?
Yeah.
Sunoco has a license for nicotine, but it's not necessarily having the fact of that license, but the ability to, like, it would be stricter to get that license, because the big epidemic was happening. This is what Gavin said, was when kids were getting a hold of it from like Sheetz and like Sunoco very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like anybody on the street could get it, but when it used to be in like the vape shops, like a very select few people could like get it, and also they were like carding a lot more often.
And
yeah, that's what you're saying.
They're categorizing it all as tobacco. I think the tobacco should be cigarettes, blunts, black and white, all that stuff. And then
it's not,
the vape license should be Juuls, Enjoys,
disposables, like any.
It's not tobacco.
Yeah.
And it should be similar to a liquor license with how you procure it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be just, oh, you're opening a gas station here, let's give you all the rights to sell this stuff.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I mean, personally, I think vaping's in like a bad rap because
the THC pod.
The THC, right. And that's what was killing kids. Like, people could piss in a THC cart and give it to you, and you wouldn't know. And that's what's killing the kids. And like, I was talking to Gavin about it too in the car. I was like Juuls itself, or like Juuls, Vuses, Enjoys, anything of that matter, those are regulated pods. So like, they know the amount of nicotine, the amount of like the substance in it is okay for like a person above the age of 18 to use. It was regulated by, I
mean, that's debatable. The whole regulated, like it's not regulated by the FDA, but it's regulated, but it's not really.
Yeah, it is allowed to be sold.
Yeah.
Correct. So then there's things like the THC pods, or like just any, like, even like dab carts that were getting, like, they were just like, people would put paint strippers in those things.
The thing is, with the THC carts, none of those that you buy off the street are actually from Cali, even if people say they are.
Right.
You would know it's packaged, like, it's very official.
Mm-hmm.
You would know it's not in those little boxes. There's no plastic on you.
It would be like a
cart
full-on blister package that you need, like a can opener, 10 different knives, and a pair of scissors.
Right.
No carts that you buy on the street or ever, because they're like $70 at a dispensary. I don't know the exact price, but they're
actually in dispensaries
really
they're very cheap. It's just the fact that
I'm telling you, they're really expensive.
I'm telling you, they're very cheap.
They're not. Weed's like $40 like a gram or like some shit.
No,
weed's
cheap. It's very expensive at dispensaries because it's medical.
Oh, dispensary.
Yeah, so
medical,
on the street.
recreational.
No, medical.
Over in like California and recreational dispensaries, it's actually fairly cheap.
I don't know.
I mean, you could walk in there with $200 and feel like you spent $200 right.
Yeah,
from experience.
I've heard it's very expensive.
I've heard
it's expensive medicinally, because medicinally,
especially made for like that purpose. But either way, anything that's sold on the street is sold, or it's filled by people selling it. It's not filled by a dispensary. So the stuff, it's filled with bad. It's like cheap shit.
Right. Like, they could put anything in there. They could put like bug spray, paint stripper, and then kids are getting like putting in comas. Well, okay, if I would have smoked a can of Raid, of course I'm going to go into the
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like the best Friday night I can imagine.
Well,
doesn't also help the kids that get these are like chiefing them also.
Right, exactly.
Whenever you're going through 2 pods a day of Enjoy pods, talk to me.
Well, that's
That's
also the thing me and Jim were talking about with like these kids that are like getting hospitalized for pneumonia and things like that from the Juuls. It's because not just they're smoking like joules. It's because how much of the joule they're smoking.
Everything's good with moderation.
Yeah, that's what me and Jim
That's
said.
literally what Gavin said.
My dad's famous quote: "Everything in moderation. Everything could be good for you in moderation. Well, everything could be good. Everything could be bad for you in moderation if you use too much of it." Honestly, with the Juul pods, I would only I didn't go through Juul pods that quickly. I would honestly be I'd find myself going through like a pack every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe like 5 days a pod, basically around there. So that's probably why I know I'm not in any danger of like dying.
No, yeah,
these things.
I used to Juul, but I guess I still do, but I don't Juul and like the Juul itself. But I would go through a 4-pack in about 8 days. So that's what one for 2
days.
That's one for every 2 days, and I know for a fact I wouldn't be affected by that because the health the bad things that were happening to people because I know one guy who Juuled since he was 6 or since it literally dropped whenever the Juul dropped till he was 22. He Juuled every single day, and at the end he was doing a pack a day.
Jeez.
And that's how he went into a coma. But you know what nicotine does to your brain,
Yeah.
your
It
blood vessels, I should say.
restricts them.
Right, exactly. So naturally, if you're smoking 4 pods a day, your vessels are just gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And also, it's I think there's some things about the Juuls that we don't really know about yet, and that's one thing that kind of worries me. I did some research into them, and they were talking about I think it's the glycerol, something like that.
Yeah,
in them. Glycerin, yeah. I thought, and me and Andy talked about it. We thought, oh, that's harmless. That's just sugar. But the effects of it, if you inhale it so much, it's actually a carcinogen. So
everything's a carcinogen.
That's the thing. No one
Yeah.
knows because there's no long-term research on it.
that's the thing that scares me about it. We don't know that much.
That's the thing is I hate when people say it's terrible for you, and I'm on the fence where I'm on the side where I'm not going to go against it, right? Because I vape, but I don't think it's obviously not good for you, but it's not. I don't think it's as bad as
It's not
people
going to
think it is.
hinder you too much.
People say you're going to die and shit. I don't think it's that bad, but no one really knows. So it's hard I hate when people tell me though, but
yeah, but
no one knows. So why are you yelling at me for vaping? You know?
In the future, if I get COPD, I will not be surprised. I can't be mad at it because I feel like it's going to be coming, but it's going to be the thing that stops me from continuing to smoke or vape or anything like that.
That's the scary thing. Now that you said that, because I'm extremely curious to see what's going to happen to the kids like us in high school, vaped all the way to high school till even now. But I know some of us are slowing down and stuff like that. But I truthfully don't know what's going to happen.
Our whole generation could get wiped out. You know?
Yeah, who knows? These things could. I don't know.
Why do you think these things have been so appealing to the kids our generation and younger though?
It's fucking sick.
I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He said it's fucking sick.
I've used patches. I've used gum. I've used
patches.
I've tried patches to stop, but none of them give the same. Whenever I'm smoking or vaping, it's just the mouthfeel that you it's the fact that you're doing something with your hands and your mouth. I could throw in a fat hog and go to town spitting, but it keeps my hands empty.
Busy, yeah. See, that's the thing is most of the time when I'm driving and shit, I just vape because I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because I drive with one hand, the other hand, I literally have nothing to do with it, which sounds really stupid, I know, but it's just something to do.
You should have your hands on 10 and 2 every single minute.
Yeah, I've actually quit juuling.
This guy just wrecked it over here.
It wasn't a wreck.
I've quit juuling a couple of times, and all those times I never had the withdrawal syndromes or anything like that. But I always found the most kind of difficult thing was I had that little muscle memory build up where I kind of always had to be putting something in my mouth
that's
every
the
single
biggest
time.
thing about you just need to be doing something with your hand and your it could be stroking a big fat cock in your mouth.
But why do you think kids though feel the need to go and do it?
I think there's two big things for it. One,
the cool factor.
Yeah, one, it's the younger kids getting on it because I remember in high school.
Yo,
there was older kids doing it, and we saw that, and all right, that's what the older, big kids, cool kids are doing. Let's do it.
Whenever Big D did it, and he was like, "Here, try this," and I saw the red blink, and I was like, "Fuck, it won't work." And he's like, "Oh, just go out tomorrow and buy one." And I was like, "I forgot I could do that. I look like I'm 30."
See, I think that's the main reason, that's with anything though. It could be fashion trend, slang, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's a new thing, so everyone's jumping on it. And it's like technology based. You know what I mean? I think it's like the new thing. It's never been done before, so everyone's just kind of testing the waters.
Yeah. Well, I like
people get addicted. People get addicted. People don't. It just depends on that.
Right. I think like with us, well, maybe not with us, but I think the biggest thing is, I mean, even like kids when there's like memes around there. It's like kids like it's like freshmen like they can like breathe fine, then like sophomores are like and and I think it's like a thing. It's like it's almost like a stigma. Like if you don't do it, you know what I mean? Like if like it's like kind of like what you said. It's like what the cool kids did. Like everybody like. We would walk into the bathroom, God bless souls, where you'd walk into the bathroom and there'd be like 4 kids doing it, and it's like, okay, that's what kids are doing. Or you go to a party, even at college parties, I guarantee you I could stand in a basement, I know I'm 6'8", so I have like an easy level, but like I could see 4 people like juuling or vaping instantly at a party.
I don't want to say it's peer pressure. I don't know.
But it is.
But it's not where people would pressure you. It's just like the fit in type
right,
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's conforming.
It's like when our parents were in high school, I remember my dad was smoking cigs in the bathroom, and I guarantee it's the same way it is with Jules now.
Who was that dude that got caught smoking? Or he had the original, like one of the cartomizers at Olsh. Probably our freshman year, he got suspended. He was a senior at the time.
Joe Siebes.
It wasn't Joe Siebes. It was
what even is a
Connor Riley?
Cartomizer?
It's one of the disposable things that has an actual coil inside of it.
The hookah. I remember the hookah pens where there wasn't even any fucking nicotine in them.
Yeah, that's the one that I hopped on. It wasn't one of the disposable ones. It was one of the reusable. And I hopped on that freshman year.
But I think that honestly kind of shows though the hookah pens that didn't have any nicotine in them, and all.
It was just fun to do because you saw like some of my idols were big smokers, and it was just like
big smoker.
I mean, I'm talking like Chance, Frank Sinatra, like people in history that.
It's like,
dude, Frank Sinatra's dope.
Yeah,
the two most different possible people.
What do you
Chance
mean?
Like drops acid, like
Frank Sinatra. But whenever he has like an album cover with him sitting there with a cig hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah,
no, I get you.
Like I think also like when you watch like Stranger Things now and things like that, and everyone's smoking in it, and you see all these shows. It seems like now everything in media, everyone's always smoking again.
I actually now that you bring it up, I've never. Maybe I'm probably wrong, but I never noticed any show or movie where people were vaping, like
vaping. Yeah, I haven't seen any vaping.
No, I don't think that's.
I mean, I know there's movies where they poke fun at it and stuff, like make fun of people like blowing huge clouds. But I've never seen a movie where there's
like marketing,
like a main character, like an action movie hitting the Joel instead of
because
a cig.
What's more badass, lighting up a cig after you blow up a building, or ripping a Joel after you kill?
I'm just saying there could be a point.
There
could be a point where that's a thing.
Oh, easily.
I'm sure that when cigs came out, people were like, what's
what
this?
The fuck?
Yeah, what's this guy smoking?
They thought cigs were healthy when they first came out.
Yeah. Oh, my dad was telling me stories. He used to smoke in the courtyard at school, and then like.
I think that's a main point with this too. Is they know how bad cigarettes are, so they're trying to stop this where it's at.
It's almost overcorrecting at a certain point.
Like they're trying to stop it as soon as it comes out.
It's like the issue like back in the 70s, where if you got caught smoking a cig, you'd have to smoke the whole carton.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Well, there's a big thing. It's like a conspiracy theory when it's like with vaping. And so the owner of Juul sold his company after like this whole like debate of like, like should vaping be like 18, 21, like this whole crisis. Yeah, exactly. So he ended up dropping, like he ended up just like backing out on it. And then the owner of Marlboro picked up Juul and now he owns Juul. So there's a big conspiracy theory that like they're trying to stop Juul products like from being sold, so kids get back. Smoking. Yeah, so kids or like people that are addicted to nicotine get back into cigarettes.
At the same time, I also find that hard to believe, just because if you look over at countries like Japan and Turkey and like all the pretty much anywhere outside of the U.S., smoking is like like you will not find a vape shop over there, just because of how little of an impact vaping has to well-rounded smokers already.
Why do you think though that America, like, there's just, you don't see as much smoking in America as you do when you go, like, I traveled to Europe and things like that, and you see a lot more smoking there, a lot more designated smoking areas there.
I think it's more so just the culture, because America, like, we have so many cities just sprung up, and over in Europe it seems like there's so many more smaller towns and like stuff's more spaced out that it's just harder to get a marketing over. Like, yeah, over in London or Paris, you'll probably find like a few vape shops.
Well, also, I know there's marketing laws really heavy on tobacco now. you can't have any. There's no tobacco commercials.
Well, that's only
They
in
can't
the
market.
US.
They can't market towards kids, even if it's anything hinting towards kids. Like they will get a huge fine.
Like even if there's a kid in the background, done.
Yeah.
It's shut down
They're-
instantly.
like, you can't. Marketing for cigarettes is really hard.
Yeah, but that's only in the U.S. Like, if you over in Japan, they still don't have warning labels on their boxes, and they smoke
And also,
more than any U.S. smoker could. They smoke like chimneys over in Japan, and somehow they also have less lung cancer problems or lung cancer patients.
I'm pretty sure the government increases pricing on cigarettes because they don't want people smoking them. But then those companies like people still are gonna pay for it though.
Yeah.
So the government increases prices to try people to stop, but they're still gonna make that money because people are still smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, and it's never like
It's
a big
kinda
increase
sketchy.
either. It's normally like 20 cents here.
Yeah.
Or like, oh hey, I went to the store in Newport's had an extra 15 cents. Like,
Yeah.
it's never gonna be like a noticeable like, oh hey, Newport's are now
But
15
over
bucks.
a decade of doing that, it adds up.
Oh
Cigarettes
yeah.
are like $8 a pack now. I'm pretty sure they used to be like when we were kids, probably like six,
Yeah.
5.
I mean, there still are $6 or $5 packs. Like if you go into a store and ask for Chesterfields, I think, or Nats even. But who's walking around smoking? It's normally Newports or Marlboro Reds or some sort of slim of the same thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I just think it's really interesting though. Like,
Oh, it's an extremely interesting topic.
I think just like I know I'm probably gonna come back to this, but just like the need all these kids feel now to to vape jewels and to do all this stuff. It's really interesting to me because I'm not sure where this comes from. I guess you said you see the older kids doing it and you're like, okay, well I want to do that now, but I mean at a certain point I got back into juuling recently because of the stress of it. Like I had a job that was really stressful and I was like I need something to fucking like numb this pain. So,
That's
like,
Also, young kids are their minds are like forming, so they get addicted really fast.
Yeah, but another thing towards what Gavin just said was how he uses it to de-stress. Being that I go through probably about a pod a day, or a pod and a half every day, or so,
pod and a half.
pod and a half every 2 days.
Okay.
It's to the point where it doesn't affect my stress. So, like, recently with some shit going on in my life, I've been smoking cigarettes after work or on my way to work just to de-stress. It's been like one of those things where I need the next step up. It's like the gateway drug, pretty much.
I don't know because people say vaping has a way better buzz than cigarettes.
But at the same time, it's also like the smell of the cigs. You get to feel the smoke burning. I mean, like, whenever I crack open a fresh pack of cigs and smell like the raisiny smell of the tobacco, it's just more All right.
It is a different feeling. It's more
It's more of a
satisfying.
sensory.
It's more
It's
satisfying
more of
to smoke a.
It's more of the
smoke a
experience than the effect.
Yeah.
Because my brother smoked cigarettes like from high school up until like a year or two ago, and now he just vapes.
I feel like cigarettes though are more of a social thing than a jewel
Yeah.
is.
Like, drunk cigs are a different type of way.
Oh yeah, drunk cigs are. That's the only time I ever smoke cigs is when I'm drunk.
Never smoked a cig.
Never smoked a cig either. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
had
smoked
your back
tobacco.
thrown up while we were out smoking cigs. Oh, no, that was Ted's.
I was the one throwing up.
I mean, cigars are a whole different level.
Oh,
bro.
cigars are just...
Talk about social, or what'd you say?
So it's a social event.
Social.
Yeah, Garza. That's like
Yeah.
the
Well,
main
'cause
focus.
cigars, you could be out there smoking for 2 hours, just smoking like it.
Well,
Were you
gars.
there for
Well,
Kev's cookout?
Yeah, he was there. Gars are the thing where it's more patience.
Oh, yeah,
is,
I was
like patience is a thing you have when you smoke a gar because you can't chief a gar or else you're gonna be really sick.
Or you'll be on
Brother
a,
Howie.
I was gonna say you'll be on a beach chair in Myrtle, like hunched over.
Remember we all warned him too.
We're like, dude, and he's like,
Dude, they
chiefing
went
that
through
thing.
theirs in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and I,
It
remember,
took-
I was like, Howie, you might even want to just take your time with it. He's like, fucking pussy. And he starts like chiefing it. I was like,
And then we had to like
What,
carry
like
him
one
on.
beer beforehand.
Dude, the best thing about that was us trying to get Chris's guard.
That was funny. That
The
was
best
funny.
part about it was me being Cirque's wingman and getting for the mud chick.
the Hagrid one.
Took one for the team, man.
Gotta do.
With Chris though, we had like that constant flame on it. We were like pull. I was like, how the fuck is this guy not pulling?
No one sniffed it.
Yeah, there was
for him.
no hole in it, so you
That's-
couldn't pull
Well,
anything.
before we went down, we were like, "Hey, Chris, do you want to smoke with us?" And he was like, "No, I'll just hold it for the pick."
Yeah.
So we left the cutter up in the room.
No,
He was like, "You know what?"
We were cutting them down there.
Yeah.
No, we were cutting him up in the room.
No.
No, he got it cut, but he didn't.
No,
he
I had a
didn't know.
pencil sitting in my pocket. I jabbed it with a pencil.
Oh,
How'd you have a
God.
pencil and see?
Oh no, it was my keys. I used the beer key
pencil.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I don't know.
because me, Jags, and Cirque sat around the table just snipping the ends. Like Cirque was like licking them, Jags was snipping them.
I've seen people just bite off the ends though before.
Yeah, but then you get tobacco in your. It's not clean.
That's the
cut.
thing that sucks about when you smoke a cigarette. You didn't get it in a
Oh.
cigar.
Gavin
He
took
didn't-
6.
And you didn't get it cut right, and so you keep getting like the cigarette,
Yeah,
the tobacco.
This dude's, like,
I'm cheap.
He got 6 on the Gab. I got a pack out.
It's got the
like,
grape
I
puff
got,
out.
I got my grape puff right here. We're not
Great
sponsored,
puff.
by the way, but hey.
Cool mint
Where do
puff.
you get this at? Sunoco?
Yeah, yeah. I was like to Gavin. I was like, we're stopping at Sunoco before you come over here.
I may have to stop. Take a quick break.
But yeah. I mean, I appreciate cigars for what they are. They're a good social event. You can have a nice steak, some wine with it, and just chill with the boys.
Yeah, except until somebody walks through a screen door and acts like a bumbling
Why
idiot. the
are
rest of the night.
cigars more accepted than cigarettes, though?
It's more so just because it's a social status.
It's not. Yeah,
Like
it's not
you don't
a
see like
addiction.
some blue collar worker sitting around a table just smoking a gar. Normally it's like, oh, I'm going out golfing. I'm gonna grab a gar for the way.
Or you just get called a cigar enthusiast, basically, instead of an addict,
Yeah.
which basically is rich people saying.
Which I mean, it's the same thing with like whiskey though, because there's guys that will go out and drink whiskey daily, but they're whiskey enthusiasts. They're not
Alcoholics, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you have like 6 natty, like if you have like a half a case of natty lights,
Yeah,
and
if
you're
I were
like
to go
coming home
out
from
and do
work,
like a beer sampling event at the bar,
you're an alcoholic.
yeah, like it's more of just like this. So because back in the day, you didn't have people buying like whiskey and drinking it for the taste. Like you were doing it for shots. It was normally Jack Daniel's, Crown, or something cheaper than that.
Yeah. Well, now there's just
but
like overpriced bourbons that you can like.
yeah, burn $50 on a bottle.
Yeah.
That was a rough weekend. The best advice my dad ever gave me was drunk drivers get caught because they're driving too cautious.
That's not true.
That's
at all.
the worst advice you could possibly give.
Yeah,
someone.
Who said this to your dad?
actually-
Huh?
Your dad told you this?
No, not my dad. Yeah,
What did you say?
my dad.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
I
that sounds
mean,
like Mr.
it's
Rich.
normally you can tell if it's a drunk driver or not because they're sitting at a stoplight for 20 minutes, just like
No,
yes.
I would say most of the time they're swerving.
Swerving, yeah.
They're not
You,
driving
like
shit.
I
Dude,
always
I swerve when I drive normally. Granted, I'm always off the handle of Jack, but
Such a dickhead.
Why do you think DUIs though? Like, how do you think people always get caught?
Just driving drunk.
because they're so obvious.
Also,
Yeah.
also checkpoints don't help.
Yeah, well, the
I'd say that's a
checkpoints
very
are
small
like.
majority of
You
I've
think?
never
Yeah.
seen a checkpoint before.
I've never, yeah.
I always hear like after concerts, like, watch out for this checkpoint. Right? Like there's like Jim Lenz. He was
Yeah,
like,
but
watch out
that's
for this
like-
checkpoint.
It's like
right?
checkpoint. I mean, you gotta be stupid to get caught in a checkpoint though.
Yeah.
Like if I think when there's a checkpoint to like Thanksgiving, like something that's like a popular drinking day, or
Like
a
4th of
concert,
July is always
days you should
slammed.
days you
Yeah,
should always
sure,
have
sure.
a designated driver or just not
Just
drive.
be, yeah.
That's like
My
those-
brother gave me a DUI checkpoint tip. So if you see a DUI checkpoint, you park as soon as you see the lights. Like you either make a decision if it's a checkpoint or not. You can't really go around because they'll notice that shit and like follow you. But what you gotta do is if there's a checkpoint, park on the street, get out of your car and slowly walk the other way. Just act like you're going shopping or something. If it's like late night, you can just walk to a bar or something. Like just be casual about it.
There was always that
He's
thing
done
I
it.
did at Super Saturday. I slept in my car for 10 hours after you just despawned.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and thought it was still party time. I was like, "Where's everyone at?" I thought it was like 7 p.m.
Well,
I walked out of the suite at 3, went to my car, fell asleep until midnight, called Jim, Kev, and Preston and said, "I'm driving home. I don't know where Andy's at."
Yeah. We ended up playing League that night.
We did.
I woke up with a concussion on my dorm floor.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, me and Clark walked back over and you said, "Connor, don't leave. I promise I'll make it up to you." You disappeared for
what?
an hour because you were sucking on some titties. Left me in the suite with nobody but Clark. And I just got sick of it.
Okay.
I was pissed as hell. It was more so just the fact that I didn't know anybody other than Clark.
Yeah.
But
When was this? When were you sucking on the titties, dude?
last year on Super Saturday.
Super Saturday. It's like the Saturday before finals.
Were you actually sucking on a titty?
Sucking on the
Yeah, they were
titties.
freshly pierced.
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
I don't get this whole like pierced
No.
nipple like fetish thing.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
That's a deterrent for
Oh,
me. If
shit.
it's
It's
like
not
pierced
like a
nipple-
break or
What if you
make.
pierce your dick? Like, what's the appeal
Nah,
of
that's
that?
different.
Yeah, that's just
How is
fucked
that
up.
different?
Okay, well, girls. I don't think girls
Wait.
like, really are ever like.
Oh my
super-
gosh, he has a pierced dick.
Yeah.
Fuck him. No
It's-
chance.
the way-
Yeah, but dudes are like, hey, she got pierced titties.
The
Let's
weird,
go.
the way guys look at tits and the way girls look at dicks are completely different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
I
no
think-
dicks, you shouldn't send dick pics. They don't photograph.
No.
Ask
There's
Pat.
always that one that I ask Cam. Didn't he send one? No, didn't he send one?
Cam,
Cam-
Cam
No.
in the TGI Fridays bathroom.
Cam on the football team?
No, the one that got
Boy?
kicked out. Yeah, Shark Boy.
Oh shit.
Oh.
He sent one to Michaela
The
Lucas.
almond. The almond.
Oh, yeah.
Also didn't help. He was raping boys at his high school.
It also didn't help that he said our teacher was raping.
Yeah, Mrs. Melgares.
Yeah, that was a big oof.
Yeah.
Imagine getting kicked out of school though for saying I'm gonna make up a rumor that my teacher raped me.
Yeah.
Dude, that algebra class
It's
freshman
funny
year
because
was
we
fun.
probably said that on a weekly basis.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we even got there.
I
No,
mean, we
Andy,
did start
I mean,
the rumor
yeah.
of the list, which
Oh yeah, we did
Oh,
talk
we
about
talked
that
about
yesterday.
that. We talked about that.
The list.
They ruin people's lives.
That's like something that goes on your permanent record.
Yeah, they have a,
Like
they have a shooting
hey,
threat.
they still let Schmitty in the Air Force. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he jerked off on porn.
I was gonna say, speaking of dicks, yeah. God, okay, that's
Dude,
fucked up. That's fucked up.
All of those videos got removed though. Thankfully, there were like hundreds of them.
Yeah, I
but
saw there was,
just
like, a bunch
different
No,
of
like I okay. Don't take me wrong, all right? So like I like had to look it up to see if it was a thing. The recommended is literally just like
It's
4 pages of just like
which I mean, you can understand if you're in like isolated from everybody for so many months and you're stuck around nobody but men.
yeah,
I mean, a Skype call with a chick, that's like a blessing.
yeah.
Granted, if she's recording the screen, you're fucked.
I thought it was like a guy though, just like pretending to be a girl.
No, it was an actual chick because she had the keyboard and everything.
Why'd she do it to a bunch of like air?
Make
It's
money.
just yeah.
She
make
got money off it.
She blackmailed him.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, she.
How'd
I
she
wouldn't
make
doubt
money?
that she.
So, well, anytime you post something to like Pornhub, as long as it has like enough views, I'm almost definite in like a like ratio or something like
It's the
that.
same as YouTube.
You get money.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why like that. I don't know. Well, if you see like amateur porn, like people get money for that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
I thought Pornhub like took all that.
it's funny because all the views are probably guys just like wanting to see if this is like actually like just
Yeah,
dude
half
I
of
knew
the
from high
half of the
school.
views was old high school.
Dude, I felt so bad for his sister though. Adelia Schmidt.
I never knew.
Oh,
her.
she made the bath bombs.
Wait, that was her.
That was her.
That wasn't her.
Was it not?
No, that was
He wasn't in that class.
That wasn't. Yes, I was.
No, it's not him.
Adelia. It was not Schmitty's sister. It was
No, but I'm just talking about like.
Amelia or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
really awkward, the quiet girl.
The big
No,
bath
no,
bombs.
the,
It
she was
wasn't
the one in
Schmitty's
track.
sister.
The Maddie chick that was in track, right?
No.
No, she makes the jewelry.
She had glasses, and she looked like a younger version of Miss Longcat.
Was she in her media class or no?
Yeah,
She was in her media class. Yeah.
that's where we got the bath bomb.
She made the yeah.
It wasn't Schmitty's sister. Schmitty's sister was like blonde and
Oh,
really
oh,
skinny.
No, he had two sisters. He had the younger sister, and then Adelia. Adelia was the brunette.
Oh yeah, that
like,
was Adelia.
I was
gonna
say.
I didn't know it was his sister. I thought he just
Yeah.
had the blonde chick.
I just
No.
I know the clue.
He had two sisters in Olsh.
I'm almost
I-
definite they're related.
They don't look. She doesn't look anything like the others do.
Well,
They-
nothing looks like Schmitty in general.
His little sister did.
Really?
In the
I
face,
never
yeah.
saw her.
But I feel bad for them because like I went back into Olsh like a while after. And I just saw her like sitting head. She was with her friends, but even still, you could just tell like the vibe about her
I don't
changed.
think anyone like even knew about Schmitty though. Like after we left, no way the kids underneath us knew about.
Unless
Schmitty.
somebody that went back to help with theater told a few kids.
Nah, the class below us probably knew a little bit because they were there.
They didn't like
He was a
really
junior
know
and stuff.
Schmitty though.
No,
Because we'd hype.
there were a few kids that like knew about him just because of the 3D engineering class that we were in.
Oh my god, I remember that class. I had like Dylan White in the
Dude,
and Fonzo.
I had Evan DePerna. He'd always pull up like memes in like 3D. And, like, dude, I'm gonna print this out and put it in my locker. Like he talks. The way he talked was so
Me and Kev, we got the assignment to
excited.
make a car together, and so like, and there was an extra person, so I had to get like Fonzo in our group, and me and Kev designed the car, and we told Fonzo, "You're gonna make the license plate for it." And the thing is like we had to make these like little like almost like race car sized cars, and Fonzo fucking prints out
So like
a fucking life size license plate.
Dude, I'm so sick that I didn't get put in your guys' group for that because I was in the first,
Yeah, but you're in the first semester.
Yeah, because
like all
in my class it was me, Jags, Mickish, Schmitty, and Benito.
Didn't you guys make the Shrek onion?
Yes, we made. It was a black onion car that looked nothing like an onion. It looked like somebody was holding a balloon by the tip.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, what the fuck is this? No, this is an onion. And I was like, that's not an onion.
Our mousetrap car was insane.
wasn't that?
No, that was in the actual engineering class, intro to engineering.
I thought the mousetrap thing was in physics or something.
No, they did it in physics too, but then after they made the engineering class.
Because ours went backwards. I forget who was in my class. I was like me. I think it was like Maddie or some like weird girl. I think it was Maddie. It was Ted's sister.
Jesus.
And like Evan or Cam or somebody, like one of the older guys, and we made a mousetrap car. And the way it worked, it worked good. We had it all set up, but it would like propel the wheels like in reverse and go backwards. So we just turned
Flipped it around.
the actual thing and did pretty good. Yeah.
That was the thing. I remember ours, we got like negative like 3 inches in like the first one.
Like,
okay.
what was this a part of? Physics?
Yeah.
I was in 3D
I
engineering.
did mine in actual engineering.
See, I never got into this class.
I was in the first 3D engineering class. And we didn't do shit because she didn't know how to use the program. Miss Vigrass.
Miss Vigrass
I remember
didn't know.
she actually.
We were learning like more than she was because she doesn't know how to like use a computer.
Well,
She's a computer teacher.
she also changed it up the year after we were.
Yeah,
in.
she did like
Because-
she redid the whole class.
Well, no, she went from using the one where you see what you're making to using the one that's just straight code. Because she brought us back in for a class and showed us how to like. That's where I got the concert keychain that was on my old keys.
Yeah, okay.
Because she showed us how to use like the program to like code what you want to make, and it was like /x program boundaries times 86 to make an oval.
Yeah, ours was more like graphing.
Yeah,
like,
you
engineering.
showed you what the shapes were.
Like,
that
it
you
was
had.
like-
Ours was
kinda
like
like CAD.
like a 3D Lego builder. Like you would literally
Yeah,
just
yeah.
take a
Yeah.
circle and like stretch it and stuff.
Yeah, and that's what
And
ours
she would
was
learn
too.
before class on what she was doing, then teach us. Right, like we'd walk in, she'd be like teaching herself how to do it.
I mean, it was pretty easy to do it though. Like it was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, as
software.
long as
Yeah,
you
it was an
remember to
easy
like
class.
bind everything together and you didn't just have a mess of marbles.
I made a turtle my first day, and it got printed out because I made the best thing there.
I made a pagoda because we could make anything we wanted to. So I made like a little pagoda tower. It was pretty cool. All right, thanks for listening to the podcast, guys. It's been real. Thanks for tuning in. This is episode 5 of the Yellow Light District.
Don't tell Sir Khan he wasn't invited to this one.
All right, see you guys next time. Peace.